I think the worth or the value is going to depend on the direction they go.
Route? Yeah, totally.
But I'm trying to figure out what to times by 21.
Well, so the reason I times it by 21, I didn't actually try and find the worth of the company at the moment. I guess I tried to find the worth of the company, like how much they would get if they went public. And I remembered reading something about like 21 times. And so I assumed that was 21 times.
Yeah, it's on page 9.
Worth.
Last paragraph.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's what I based it on. But I have no idea if it's right.
You get 228 million?
I got that first, and then it seemed like way too much. The earnings before interest, taxes, and amortization. And I got something more like, I don't remember what it was, but it was a lot more reasonable.
I got 228, so I wasn't sure if I was wrong or right.
Did you do it off of the revenue?
I think so. I can't remember.
Well, anyway, I don't know. It probably doesn't matter too much right now.
Because that's where they'd be roughly. If you're doing 80 million a year, yeah, you're going to be in that range.
I'm just looking at. Where did you get the EBITDA number?
I got that from one of the exhibits. Let me go to the
Oh, there it is.
actual case study.
I see it. Did you do it
Yeah.
off of 2013?
Yeah, I did it off of the latest one.
Okay. So did you use 10,899?
Yep.
Okay.
That's
That
what I
sounds
used.
right.
That's what you used, Alan?
Mm-hmm.
I just can't find where I got which exhibit it was anymore.
Just listening to music. It's really nice.
Oh, sorry. I
No,
forgot
that's
I had
okay.
that.
I was like,
No, I was like, yeah, I'm feeling it.
I know, I was like, it's kind of nice.
Gordon, which
That's my
exhibit was
study
it
music.
We need this. Okay.
again?
Yeah, actually, my bad. I did get around 229 million the first time, and then with strategic and financial buyers, I did it by 14 and got 153 million. But I got the same answer as you, Rex.
Hey, so it wasn't crazy.
No.
Yeah,
That's a pretty big
Well,
valuation.
I don't know if I got that far,
that was
but
crazy.
That's why, okay, so we can start talking, I guess we can go into, like, I guess we
Because
can
they
skip to
valued
that.
at 246 is what they actually valued at.
246. That seems like a lot for a company that only has, what, 20-something stores?
Well, when they went IPO, that's what
Yeah.
they valued at.
I know, that's just, it seems crazy to me. Okay, so
Yeah.
well,
let's,
if you look at their growth patterns over the past 3 years, they've been growing like crazy.
Yep.
yeah. Okay, so if you were in the shoes of the Brentwood associates, which one would you do? Would you do an IPO, sell it to the strategic buyer, or wait and grow?
This was easy for me.
Dallin, what would you do?
Just with everything, just because I play everything safe and whatnot, I just went ahead and sold to the financial buyer.
Oh, okay. How about you, Ethan?
I thought it would be best to wait.
That was what I said. How about you, Trisha?
I chose to wait. It just makes me nervous trying to be premature on it. There's too much to lose. I was just the cost of going IPO. I was just like, wow,
That was surprising.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah,
true.
wait, no.
Rex, what did you think?
IPO all the way.
Huh.
No worries on
Rex,
that.
Rex is going to be the risk taker.
Well,
Totally.
the whole kicker is their plan has always been get in, go for about 6 years, and then get out. That's their business model. And they're not going to wait. There's no way they're going to wait. They're either going to sell or they're going to IPO it.
See, but I like how, okay, at the very last page before you get into
I
the
just saw a
exhibits.
mouse.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. You saw a mouse?
Oh, yeah.
Ah,
They just like scampered across the floor.
All right.
yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Ew, no,
That
that's.
just surprised me.
You should get it and name it your pet.
Place. All right.
Oh, that is crazy. Crazy.
Maybe that's the welcoming committee.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You want to
Have
borrow a
mouse in the
cat?
pickup.
I've got a few of them.
Do you have mice, Trisha?
No, I said a cat.
Oh,
So do you want to borrow a cat?
Oh.
We have like the neighborhood feral colony that all lives right out in our front yard.
Oh,
I
that's
think we'll have a cat soon.
Ferals.
So they're all good mousers.
They are very good mousers. Ferals are the best.
All right.
Yes,
Sorry
they
for the
are.
distraction.
No, you're totally fine. What I was saying was that the reason why I liked that they would hold on to it is because I liked how he said it could turn out to be have your cake and eat it too. So he can wait and continue to be involved and then sell it when it be really big and make a bigger
Where
profit.
did they say that?
On page 10, the second paragraph, last sentence.
Really? I don't remember even that.
Yeah, just to let it get just a little bit bigger.
Mhm.
Because if they try to go IPO now and it doesn't work, then it's going to hurt both the company and the venture capitalist big time.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
it'll hurt his reputation moving forward for a long time.
And it
They're going to
seems
be like,
really,
oh, aren't you that Zoe's Kitchen guy?
right,
And
and
it
it seems
seems-
really uncertain. Sorry, go ahead, Ethan. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. It seems like that's really what they want to do the IPO for. They really want it to like make an impact on the company and
Right.
be kind of an example that they can do IPO stuff since they've only done one in the past before. So it should definitely work if they're going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and I think one of the things that just kind of put me on pause was in the very beginning. He's talking about he's worried about the window of time closing.
Yes.
Are they going to be able to get it ready in time? And if it takes 6 to 9 months to get it ready, and by the time you get all of that done, then it very well could be just not a favorable market time.
Right.
Of course, he's
Yeah.
going to have that problem in a couple of years when he tries to go IPO too, but at least it'll be a little bit stronger then.
Right. It'll be a bigger company with, they have those 3 years to grow it. And
Mhm.
like you said, they've got a really good growth pattern right now. It just makes sense to me to let them.
Yeah, they've had, I think, double-digit growth patterns for the past 3 years running.
Right, which is pretty
So
good for
at least 10%, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I changed my answer. Never mind.
Oh my gosh. This mouse
Guess I just
is
need
like-
to get talk some sense into me, I guess.
I can't find where I highlighted it.
Go
Well,
get
there's-
it, Ethan.
There is something to be said about playing it safe, and
Ethan's
But
about ready
the
to.
problem
That's where it came from.
was they
What the
hired somebody,
heck?
didn't they?
Okay, well, I know where to put the trap now.
Oh my
All
gosh.
right.
that was so-
Okay, should Zoe go publish? It says IPO in mid-2012. They first hired a third-party auditor to evaluate Zoe's team and of internal controls and financing and reporting system. So they had been working on this since mid-2012. The IPO.
Mhm.
What are they going to do different if they wait longer?
I don't think it's what they're going to do differently. I think it's the status and the shape of the company. The company will be bigger. It will have better profit margins to attract more investors. I don't think it's necessarily different. It's just growing.
Just bigger. Well, and they also made a good point about the big time investors that have minimum requirements
Yeah.
for how many stock they
I
can
was
buy.
going to say that too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's why.
And it took me. Sorry, go ahead.
That's why you go public. I mean, they're wanting to get out. They're not wanting to wait
Mhm.
because this is tying up money. So they can't get new investments or nothing like that. That's the problem with waiting.
Right.
So that's why you would want to go public and not wait.
Well, I guess you'd probably want to look at opportunity loss. You know, what is the opportunity loss if you wait versus the gain of getting that additional income when it goes public? I'm just not sure how to go about doing that.
And what if the market goes on another downtrend? It just went through that nasty stuff in 2008, 2007.
But it didn't.
Well,
Hindsight's 2020.
So how much, you know? But that's because they came infused to the business at that time.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they grew, but the money's running dry. That infusion that they offered.
I guess the way that I kind of gamble it is it just barely happened. What are the chances that it's going to happen again in the next couple of years? That's my thinking.
Right.
True.
That's a good point.
I'm still on the IPO.
We can't convince you, huh?
Nope, I'm on that wagon.
Well,
This is going to be fun negotiating next week, Rex.
oh my gosh, and you guys are on the same
I'm-
team. So good
I
luck
know, I'm
with
so excited.
Yeah. So really quick, what is that exactly that we have to do with that? Just like, do we all have to do like this kind of format again with it, or what?
You and Jordan are on the same team.
Uh-huh.
And then
green
Ethan and Trish and me are on the same team. And we are going to debate. That sounds like
Wait, what team am I on?
mine and Trish's.
Oh, okay.
You should have gotten an email. I got an email with the second half of our case. Did you get that email, Dallin?
Yeah, I got it. That's what I was just looking at here. But
So I think we only meet once next week, so maybe we can meet Thursday so we have time to prepare and meet with our group, like with our teammates. But I think it'll be fun. I'm kind of excited.
yeah, I was gonna say, it'll be good to get some.
We'll just come prepared. What I was assuming.
Yeah.
I think our team should probably get together and kind of
Try
get
to
a game plan going. Because you know that they're going to throw some wild curveballs at all of us.
Right. Yeah. So that's what I think. That's why I'm saying is maybe like each of our teams should meet on Tuesday night, and then we meet as a group on Thursday to kind of hash it out.
To do the
That sounds good.
negotiation.
I think
Yeah.
that sounds good.
Yeah, just so we kind of were on the same page there, because I didn't know. Because say I got another
Yeah.
meeting tonight that I have at like 9:15, so I would probably have to leave a little early if we're not done by then.
Oh, that's
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, we should probably go ahead and finish this up because I'm going to have to leave to get my daughter too. So, sorry.
Okay, so no, let's go on. Okay, so we've all stated our positions. We know what can go right under. We talked about, okay, so what can go wrong? Since we've talked about, the majority of us think that he should wait. We've talked about what could go wrong. We've talked about what could go right. So, and we talked about earlier what it's worth under each exit option. So what are the differences you observed in the valuations based on who buys the company? Does this make any sense?
What are the differences between who buys it?
So based on the valuations. So if you did an IPO versus the private sell.
Well, the IPO would be much higher.
You're gonna do 21 times for the IPO. If you do the strategic, you'll get 13 times the business be worth 13 times.
But it did say though that
Financial buyer is 8 times. That's the financial buyer is the quick way out.
it did say though here in the case that there was a private acquisition to Darden Restaurants bought, and it said that they could get 21 times. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. What was that?
But normally,
Wasn't it 20 times? Yeah, so they purchased Yard House at 20 times EBITDA. So, and those people had already called. Oh wait, no, I'm remembering that wrong. But they But they had just purchased Yard House for 20 times EBITDA as a private. So that, I mean, it could go anywhere from 8 times to 21 times in a private sale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think that's actually a fairly good bet. I mean, I don't know if they'd get 20 times the valuation, but I would assume that they would get higher than average because their company has just been absolutely crushing the last few years.
Right. Yeah.
So I think that they definitely be purchase.
But
So
if you look at the averages were, that's what they're doing is they're rolling on averages 8 times and 13 times.
Mm-hmm.
They did a bunch of businesses. I want to say it was in one of the exhibits. I don't have my reading glasses, so.
Okay, I'm just looking at the growth. Okay, Trisha, did you happen to figure out what the growth rate was?
No, I didn't have a chance to.
I'm gonna look at the numbers real quick to see. Just on average.
Average growth, where was that?
Oh, you just gotta figure it out. It's like,
But I mean, which question was that on?
it wasn't. I was just asking to see because I'm thinking ahead. Like if they continued their growth rate over the past 3 years, and let's say that they hold on to it for 3 years, what will their value be in 3 years? And then times that by the IPO, by like the 21%, just to see how much they would get at an IPO price. So
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
that's what I was
That's
just
projection.
thinking. Yeah, just to kind of get an idea of what it would be like as far as like numbers sell wise IPO, you know, because we so let's see. So
Did they
I'm doing
have
it
a
off
chart
of
that
total
gave
revenue.
average growth?
What was that, Rex?
Did they have a chart that gave average growth?
No, they didn't. I'm just figuring it out.
Because I think a lot of the growth happened because they got the money from the Brentwood.
So you're already 5 minutes over anyways, so go to bed. Okay, I'll see you in the morning.
I remember they saying that before Brentwood came in, the company could run on 800,000, make a profit. Whereas on page 5 there it said, prior to the investments, our restaurants could make money at 800,000 in
Take your dog
revenue
with you.
per establishment. Now they need to reach 1.1 million to be profitable.
Mm-hmm.
So they've upgraded their look. So
Sorry, I'm like doing some math and I just got distracted by my daughter. Just 10 more minutes. Just 10 more minutes.
but I guess my main stick on IPO is with my investments class and my financing new ventures last semester. They kind of convinced me that's the cleanest way to break from a company.
Yeah, but holding on to it for 3 years, is that really?
Well, that'd be 9 years, but their model's only to do 6 to 6.5 years. That's their
Yeah,
model.
but that doesn't mean that that's how it has to be. I mean, they could make an exception for this.
Could they? They won't, though.
Did anybody look it up to see what happened?
I know what happened.
I'm pretty sure they sold, but yeah.
They went IPO
They did.
April 11th, 2014.
No man, they made the wrong decision.
15
Waited.
bucks a share
And
is
how
what
much
they
a
were
share?
evaluated at, and they sold for 24 bucks a share.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
2016, they reached $44 per share, and now they're in the dumpers at like 12 bucks a share.
Yeah.
Ouch.
They took a nosedive in 2017, I want to say, or something like that.
Mm.
Yeah, their
I've never
evaluation was
even heard of
$246
that.
million.
Yeah, me either.
Well, they're a southern restaurant. If you look at the little star chart,
Yeah, Southeast.
get it?
Interesting.
And in 2000, they had 90 stores, right?
Harley, no.
2000,
Hey.
September 2013. I was right. I looked it up. I was pretty set on what I wanted.
Did you make your decision before you looked it up or after?
I made it before. Because that's the cleanest way to break from a company, and they want out. They have a business model. They get into business and don't want to stay any longer than 6.5 years. They're at 6 years right now. They started looking for opportunities in 2012. Now it's August 2013, so it's a year later, and they've been looking for a year on ways to get out. So all those things convinced me that, that's the way they're going to go.
Yeah.
Right.
And I mean, if you have a business model, you don't want to say, well, let's make an exception for this one company, because then you don't have a business model. You're willy-nilly.
Yeah. Interesting. Huh?
So you kind of got to stick. If you have a certain business model, you got to stick to it. Otherwise, you don't really have a business model.
Right.
You're here and there and everywhere.
That's a good point. I mean,
Yeah, I agree with that logic.
That's true.
So that's a lot of the reasons why. That's things I got in my notes here. And the other kicker is in 2012, mid 2012. That's when the Jobs Act came in, and that's to jumpstart our business startups. And
Yeah, that was the only reason I even considered that.
Government might say, "Oh, this isn't working as well as we thought it would." They cancel programs all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, there's just too many things that says they should go that way. And you could get 20% selling, but the averages say you're going to get 8 for a financial buyer, which is they're vultures more or less, is the way I look at them. The strategic buyer, they're saying, hey, this is kind of fits our business. We're going to take this, we're going to mold it in, So anyway, and then they'll pay more. They'll pay the 5% more, but they're not 21% like the IPO does. Now, IPOs do have chances of failing. They cost a lot of money. I mean, because you got to get the stocks printed. I mean, they didn't even talk about that. You got attorney fees. You got all kinds of other fees.
Oh yeah, it's not cheap. It was just eye-opening, just a few things that they put on there, and I was like, that can't even be all of it.
But I think the company, they did it for like $3 million, which happens, the smaller the company, the less it costs a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's another thing. You get bigger, it's going to cost more to go IPO.
True.
Yeah.
So
just for inquiring minds, revenue growth, the total revenue was 62.3% from 2011 to 2012, and from 2012 to 2013 was 68.5%.
Wow.
Growth.
That's a lot. Wow.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem right, actually. Hold on. Yeah, no, that's right. So just inquiring minds.
yeah, they really jumped.
Yeah.
But when did they upgrade the stores? Where they had
I don't think that we're going to unless didn't they say they weren't going to unless they decided to hold on?
Oh, okay.
I don't remember.
I was looking at the numbers, I guess. That's why I highlighted.
Hey Rex, where do you find your financial information on the stocks?
Oh, I just looked it up. I Googled it.
Is it like Yahoo Finances or?
Oh, I put in IPO, Joey's Kitchen IPO, and read some articles.
Oh, okay.
So they upgraded the stores in 2009, and they started seeing the growth in 2011, or the fruits of their changes in 2011.
Where was that at?
Page
5, wasn't it?
Yeah, 5, second paragraph.
And I have it highlighted also.
The indented one in the middle, the big one in the middle.
Yeah, I have that. And it says down here, it says it was on track, like on the bottom page there, that they were 52% in revenues and 42% in EBITDA over 2011 models.
Yeah.
I mean, they were growing fast.
They plan on adding 30 more restaurants. I do.
Yeah.
Another 30 restaurants in 2014.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So with that big drop that they had in stock, do you think it's because they tried to expand too fast?
Oh, from the stock?
Or-
I don't know. I didn't read the downs.
I mean, I know it's not in the case, but I'm just curious now.
I'm going to research that some more, but I didn't research any.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
There was something about, there was an article I was going to read, but I didn't.
Or who knows? Maybe it split.
That could have been the case. They could have did a stock split when it got up to 44.
They kept growing so fast that they split, you know.
And then
'Cause
it
that's
dropped down and
Big difference there.
it kept dropping. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was up today. It went up today. It gained today.
You'll be watching all the stock for all the case studies.
I like investments. It was fun. That was the funnest class I've had. That BYU investments class was a blast.
Maybe I should take it so I understand it better then, because I'm just, I'm struggling.
I took
Which
it
class are you
because I'm
talking
getting
about?
older and I wanted to see if I was investing properly for retirement.
Yeah.
I don't like that class, Trisha.
No. See, I'm not a numbers person. I never have been. I never will be. I like to get kind of the feel of it and just kind of go that way, which I know in business is not the best way to do it, which is why I won't be in charge of that aspect of it. But
Okay, so do we still got a couple questions?
No, I think we've talked about
I
it.
know
actually.
the last one we haven't did, have we? Why would anyone sell to a financial buyer instead of IPO?
What?
Because it's quick and easy. Those guys are vultures. They're out to get a good deal.
yeah,
What's up?
they
You
want
know, why not?
the biggest payout as fast as they can, basically.
Yep, and they're the ones that's going to give you the least for your portion.
Hmm.
The valuation is going to be the least with them.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I think that's it.
Okay, so Tuesday night is teams. Is somebody going to call? Ethan, you going to make a call, or Trish, you going to make the call for us?
You probably don't want me doing it. Google Hangouts and I do not get along at all.
I've done one before.
Not even a little
I
bit.
can-
So
I can do it.
Okay.
I've had to do it with some of my other classes.
Oh, good. Well, Ethan, you can, and 8:30 on Tuesday?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
8:30
Dallin,
on
is there a
Tuesday?
time that works better for you?
Anytime that works for you, Jordan. Honestly, I'm pretty free wherever I am. So
Yeah, no, I am too. So if we could, let's see, what Tuesday? I mean, I could do it pretty much. Oh no, I've got stuff in the morning. We can do it whenever you want.
okay.
You want to do do you want to keep it the same time, or do you want a little bit later? Or
Same time would be great.
okay, perfect.
Yeah, I like.
That'll be on Halloween, won't it?
Oh shoot! Yep, I can't.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
crap.
figured. I was like, maybe we shouldn't do it that day.
wait, you have kids.
Would Wednesday work for you?
Shoot. I have another meeting on Wednesdays at 8:30 my time. Could you? I mean, dang it. I hate
Like I said,
Halloween so bad.
I work pretty early.
Do you? Okay.
Like 5:30 to like 3 or something, but any time besides that I can do.
Okay, 5. And where you're in Utah?
Mm-hmm.
2 on Tuesday. I mean, I could do 2 o'clock on Tuesday. Like 3 o'clock your time. Is that too?
Let me see. Could we do 3 o'clock your time? Or would that be
No,
less
I have
than-
to pick up my kids at 3.
That makes sense.
Why don't we do? How about Wednesday? What do you work Wednesday?
Wednesday, let me check.
Because I could do it in the morning or in the afternoon on Wednesday.
I think I only work 5 hours on Wednesday, so that one probably work out.
Okay, so just why don't you text me what time works. I'm good on Wednesday from 8 to 3. So 9, well, like 8 to 2, so 9 to 3 your time. Because I have to pick up my kids at 3.
Okay, yeah, I only work till 10 to 10:30, so I could probably be ready by 10:30 your time.
10:30 my time. So do you want to do Wednesday at 10:30?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Okay, cool.
Rex and Tricia.
Chris, Ethan, and you are okay with Tuesday at 8:30 on Halloween?
That
Yeah,
works
I always
for
hide in the
me.
back room from the trick-or-treaters anyway, so.
Yeah, holidays have no meaning to me.
Mike, that's Halloween.
If any of you guys want to borrow my kids, I hate Halloween. I hate it so bad.
I was
Just run down the
so
trunk or treat and go home.
I was so excited the year my daughter was old enough to go without me.
Oh my gosh, I
Like,
seriously.
yay, go away.
And normally my husband takes them, but he has a volleyball game, and he was mad because he likes going. And last night he told me, he's like, if we win tonight, then our next game is on Halloween. He's like, I'd like to meet the idiot that planned that because these kids are in high school still. And I was like, that sucks. I hate trick or treating.
You guys don't have trunk or treat, Jordan?
What?
You guys don't have trunk or treat there?
We do, but it was last night, and my daughter has volleyball or has gymnastics, so we couldn't go.
Oh, yeah. Man, we stopped having to take kids around. Go down trunk or treat, give out the candy, and go home.
Jordan, just get one of the young women in the ward to dress up and take her.
That's brilliant.
Because then they get to go. They get to be one of the kids again, but it's
man.
not because they're going because they're little. They're just taking and helping out.
I like that plan.
And they might be convinced because they could take a bag too and collect candy.
Right?
Exactly.
That is such a good idea. I'm gonna have to work on that.
Yep.
Yeah.
What part of Arizona are you from, Jordan?
I'm in Phoenix.
Oh, Phoenix. How close is that to Gilbert?
Okay, so I'm on the opposite side. I'm in Peoria, so I'm in the northwest corner, and Gilbert is in the southeast corner.
Okay.
So it's like an hour away. Trisha, you're in Chandler, right? Mesa.
I'm in Mesa.
Mesa.
I'm 3 blocks from Gilbert.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, Mace's right there by Gilbert.
Do you have
Yeah,
family down here, Dallin, or something?
So I plan on getting married here pretty soon. I think we're going to go.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I think Gilbert is where we'll probably end up.
Yeah. Oh, that's
It's
such a
a
beautiful
gorgeous
temple.
temple.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
gorgeous.
Yeah, it's super pretty.
Nice.
Is your girlfriend from here? Or?
Yeah.
Cool. That's awesome.
Cool.
Exciting.
Well, I think I'm going to take off.
You
Okay.
don't want to keep sitting here chit-chatting?
Oh no, come on, we're talking
Lame.
wedding now.
I'd love to do, but
Do we even link our summaries anymore? Yeah,
I don't.
he hasn't complained yet, has he?
No.
Yeah. He's not really
I
a
just-
complaining type of teacher.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Kind of just
Yeah, I
lets
just-
us free.
Yeah, I stick it in the post quiz and that's it.
Oh.
All right. Yeah, I'll go
All
ahead
right.
and see you next Wednesday then, Jordan.
Okay, see you at 10:30 or 11:30
Yes.
your time.
Yes,
Cool.
ma'am.
All right, guys.
Mary
Thank
Jane, we'll see
you.
you guys on Tuesday.
cool.
Okay,
Yeah,
good
sounds
night.
Halloween.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Yeah.